Morning, Boro fans. Welcome to the match preview video here on Boro Fan TV. I'm Joe. We've got Hutchie and AJT with me. Good Friday. We've got Stoke at the Riverside. Hutchie, thoughts going into that one, mate?
It's going to be a tough game, but all the better for coming back on it with 2 wins in the last 2 games, and it gives us something to play for. But I think it's going to be a tough game on Friday, because I think Stoke are a team that are packed with big name players, and you never know if they turn it on. It could be a really difficult afternoon for us.
Yep. AJ, we certainly like to give our Easter start of football started, you know, so Stoke have been draw specialists as of late, so could we might be seeing another draw on the cards by the looks of it, mate.
Yeah, well, like I said, man, you never know. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, they're down at their place. I think we drew 0-0. But again, you know what I mean, Boro could have got the win. You know what I mean? Obviously, you know, their back line's very much strong, very, very tall. But I do feel like we can get the win, Joe, I'll be completely honest with you.
Yeah. Going back to the last game, you know, against Hull, there were signs, you know, the signs were there, the buzz is back around the place, but I think the feeling around the ground after those games, I think we kind of left it too little too late. Could you actually say the same of that, Archie?
It's possible to say that, but I think while you've still got a chance of making the playoffs, I think you've got to sort of embrace that and think, do you know what, we're 1 point off top 6. There's a lot of teams, Stoke being one of them, that would probably love to be in our position. So I think you've got to go there on Friday and just get behind the players, get behind the team, back them. And like I say, don't look too far. Just look at that one game, and you never know. Bristol City played before us on Friday. They kick off at 12 against Reading. Yeah. If they slip up there, there's a fair chance then that you could win that game to go into the top 6. So, I mean, that's a great incentive, that.
Yeah, and we were saying on the final whistle, AJ, I think, you know, Daniel Ayala is going to be a big miss for that game, in particular out for the season. You've got Wigan Friend there as well. I mean, in formation-wise, you could see either like McNair come into the forward, or you could see Clayton put in a defensive midfield position. What would you prefer to see coming against Stoke?
Do you know what? I'd probably give one of the young lads a go. Spence, Mamutovic. Maybe, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Obviously, Shotton will be at right back, as we know. Dale probably be at the left back position. With Frenty, I mean, listen, he could change it and go 3-5-2, and that's always a possibility. You know what I mean? Try and pack out the midfield. You know what I mean? Stoke are a team that when they do go forward, you know what I mean? They do have some key names up there, especially the likes of Sam Vokes, who, again, he's just scary in the air. So I think it's one of them about, you know what I mean? If you sort of pack out the midfield, it won't be all right, Joe. And I think then, maybe it gives more width. Or he could play the wing backs.
Yeah, I think he'll go wing backs.
And if he does play wing back, let us see Tav as a wing back.
Yeah, I think it's a big ask to put Tav in when he's not been playing. So I think he'll probably go with the 3 centre halves of Shotton, Flint, Fry, and probably go with House and Saville as your wing backs on Saturday. I think you'll try and make it quite compact, because like you say, they offer a lot of threats going forward, but also they've got a lot of height in their team, and like set pieces and stuff like that, so you'll want to have as many big lads at the back as you can. Yeah,
considering, you know, the reverse fixture when we played them at the Bet365, obviously we drew 0-0 with them. I mean, you wouldn't have thought that after that game, Stoke were dipping in form dramatically, you know, that obviously cost Gary Rowett his job. And now Nathan Jones is coming from Luton, and he's kind of steadied the ship a bit, but they just keep drawing game after game.
I think they're just obviously looking forward to next season now and putting plans in place for having a good push next year, because at the end of the day, they'll still have the parachute payment money, so they'll have a real go at it, I think, next season. They'll be massively disappointed by how they've done in the Championship this season, because I must admit, I think a lot of people, myself included, expected them to be really up there, and even when we played them in November, I was thinking, Stoke will come good. They've got too many good players not to be up there this season. So it's mystified me that they've struggled as much as they have, but on the day they'll still be a difficult opponent, and we've got to respect them for that. And it'll be a hard game Friday.
100% agree. 100% agree with what you said. Listen, mate, it ain't gonna be easy. I don't know what kind of reception James McLean's gonna get back at the Riverside, because you all know what happened down at their place. You know what I mean? But like I say, going forward, as you say there, do you know what I mean? Inside the box, I mean, safe crosses are going in. Bennett Forbear's there. They've got Sam Vokes. I mean, Sam Vokes scares me.
Tom Ince as well.
Tom Ince, we thought was injured, didn't we? Before he might have been out injured, but you know what I mean. James McLean's got a lot of pace there as well. Even though he's not the sort of like the brightest spark in the box, at the same time, you got to think about Tony Pulis does know this sort of team. Not everyone, because of course, I mean, there's no face going in, but he does know the majority of the players, so that might, you know what I mean, that could weigh in our favour. But overall, mate, I think, you know, if Boro go into it, and I think That's the thing. I think if we can beat Stoke, I think there and then, Boro fans had to turn their heads and go, do you know what it is? Yeah. No more paper over the cracks, we're actually beating decent teams. You know?
Yeah, saying that about McLean also, I think the Sunderland collections might not help as well. Another Stoke player that I'm been impressed with since he came into the club is Peter Etebo. Yeah. He could very well pose a threat, you know, come Good Friday.
Yeah, like you say, they're a team that's packed with internationals and players that you know a lot about, and you think, you know what, they've got real quality running throughout their team. You've obviously got Danny Bart that was with us at the start. He played in the game down at Stoke, and he had a good game that day. He'll be playing against us.
Danny Bart,
yeah, a lot of good players. Ryan Shawcross was playing for England a few years ago. Jack Butland in goal. So it's going to be a tough game, like we said. But I agree there with AJ and what he said there. If we can come away with 3 points from that on Friday, you're thinking really we've got a great chance then of making the top 6. So it's all to play for. And at the end of the day, we've got to be excited. It's better being there with that to look forward to rather than being 13th, 14th with nothing at all to play for. It's something to get excited about.
Yeah. You got to treat every game like it's a cup final, really. You're considering the last 4 games.
That's what it is. Do you know what I mean? Last 4 games, and I'm going to say to you now, I think 10 points is more than doable. I really do. I feel like if we beat Stoke, then who's in our way to stop us? And I mean, I think there and then confidence, morale then goes up through the roof. I think Forest, mate, for him to miss, and I feel like Boro can go there and get something. And then you're looking at Reading at home, and you think to yourself, I know it's the strongest team. Might be Rotherham that feeds you, but hopefully by Rotherham, then hopefully Boro, you know, in 6th or 5th, and comfortable. That's what I'm hoping anyway.
Yeah,
fingers crossed, mate.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah. Any predictions going into the game on Good Friday, lads?
Well, I think it'll be a tough game. I do. I'll be honest. I can see it being a draw. I think it'll be quite a cagey game, and we haven't got a lot of goals in us. We create chances, which is a good thing, but we don't often put them away. So for that reason, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, and obviously considering the draw record that Stoke have as well, obviously they slipped up against Rotherham last time out, AJ. So could a chance, a possibility, you know, we might sneak in a win, or is it going to be a draw?
I feel like we will. I think 2 on the Boro. And I just feel like, you know, if we can hit them early with the first goal, get another one, then I feel like, you know, Boro should be home and drive at that point.
Yeah, I could probably see it being a draw, to be honest. You know, Boro fans, considering where Stoke are out, to be honest. Like I said, they're the draw specialists for a reason, but we just see what happens on Good Friday, lads. That's what we've got to look out for, really. Like I say, don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you haven't already, and social media links will be in the description as well. So until then, Hutchie, AJ, thank you for joining us.
Cheers, mate.
And we will be on Dockside Road after the game, Boro fans, for your post-match interviews as always. So until Good Friday, lads, we'll see you at the Riverside. Up the Boro.
Up the Boro.